In this episode, I'll be walking you through some wedding etiquette that you should endeavour to observe as an elegant lady. The whole essence of this video is to help you behave elegantly and to carry yourself with dignity at the upcoming wedding party. This is not to say that you should put on a majestic air and act imperious. However, as a sophisticated lady, let elegance distinguish you from other people at the wedding. Binge eating because the food is free or having one too many drinks is not an option here. Likewise, joining some women to make a mad dash and fall on top of each other during the bouquet toss is a mistake that you should never make. Here are some important wedding etiquette rules to guide you. Hello my lovely elegant ladies, welcome back to another video. My name is Vivian, the founder of Woman of Elegance, which is a platform where I help women across the globe become the most sophisticated, classy and elegant women that they can be. If this is your first time on this channel, very huge welcome to you, and to my returning subscribers, you are most welcome. We've got quite a lot to get through today, 20 points in fact, so let's get straight into it. The first point is don't forget to RSVP. When you RSVP, you help the couple know how many guests will be attending the wedding party, and therefore it enables them to plan the events properly. There is normally a deadline for invited guests to send in their response, so it's important that you do so on time. As a classy woman who values time and resources, make sure that you send in the response before the deadline. Point number 2, follow through on your word. If you said that you'll be attending, please see to it that you actually do. Likewise, if you had earlier declined the invitation on whatever grounds, please don't barge into the wedding venue unexpectedly, as someone may have been offered your space. On the other hand, ladies, if you haven't been invited, please don't ask the groom and the bride why this is the case, because it's really not necessary and it can just be awkward. There could be many valid reasons why you weren't invited, so please just try not to take it personally. A lot of the time it's because of a cost reason, and it's just impossible to invite everyone that they would like to. So please try and be understanding if this is the case for you. Be noble in your response to an invitation. Don't ever fail to show up as promised unless a serious emergency has crept up. And of course, I know that you will be kind enough to tell the bride and groom if this is the case. Point number 3, wear the correct attire. Find out about the expected dress code for the wedding and dress accordingly. It's usually stated in the invitation. However, you don't want to appear odd and dress out of place. If by chance no dress code is indicated, dress formally, as this is usually the norm for most weddings. So ladies, what do you wear to a wedding? Well, let's find out in the next point. Point number 4, what to wear. Of course, this differs from culture to culture, and of course I can't address every single culture in one video. However, in the Western world, and I'm sure this is the case in many other parts of the world, avoid wearing white, avoid wearing ivory or cream colored attire. This is the bride's day and she's likely going to wear something lacy white. So wearing a dress that makes you look bridal is unacceptable and unfair to the bride. This includes lacy dresses in white, champagne or off-white colours. There are so many other colours to choose from, ladies. There's no real reason why you should wear white. It would actually be embarrassing for you to appear like a second version of the bride. Remember, ladies, elegance is all about being considerate and kind. In the same vein, the little black dress, the LBD, although it's super fanciful, it's not really the right attire for a wedding. Black is a gloomy colour and black dresses are traditionally worn to funerals. A floral number or a dress in a cheerful colour is more suitable for a merriment like a wedding party. Point number 5, wear fitting and comfortable shoes. Stilettos look good and they help you to walk elegantly when worn correctly. Wear a pair that you feel comfortable walking in. If you are not accustomed to wearing stilettos, please avoid them. They are not for everyone. It's very easy to go from looking classy to walking like a duck-billed platypus when high heel shoes don't fit, or you're just not accustomed to wearing high heels. An elegant woman never wears shoes that she cannot walk in. So make sure that you are comfortable. In fact, I think that comfort should take precedence, because you do not want to draw any undue attention to yourself, and you absolutely do not want to make a fool out of yourself. Number 6, don't show up late or too early. Try to arrive early at the wedding venue. Not too early, just at the nick of time. Make sure that you're seated before the bride walks into the venue. Avoid showing up late to the wedding. Avoid showing up late to any important occasion, ladies. Please try and put this into practice. Punctuality is of the essence. It does not speak well of you as a woman of class if you turn up late. Now, there is this saying about African timing, and I know that the importance of timing differs from culture to culture, but as I've said previously, I want you to get into good habits. I want you to get into the good habits of turning up on time, and sometimes, if it's appropriate, early, because you might find yourself in a different situation where people do place punctuality very highly. So please just get into the habit of being on time. Respect other people's time. Number 7, wear moderate makeup. Weddings are merry events, and it's a time to dress up nicely, let your hair down, and party with the celebrants. But please remember to wear moderate makeup. Heavy makeup hardly looks good on anyone, and it portrays you as, being a desperate attention seeker. This is not what you want. Keep it modest. This is not about you, so do not draw attention to yourself unnecessarily. Number 8, don't bring anyone along unless the invitation says that you can. Ladies, this is very important. If you go contrary to this, it doesn't show respect for the bride and the groom. If the wedding invitation is addressed to you alone, please go solo. If it says that you can bring your partner, then please bring a date along. Another important point, unless it's clearly stated in the invitation that you can bring kids with you, please leave your kids at home. Don't assume that it's okay to have a kid in tow just because the invitation didn't make any mention of kids. If the wedding invitation doesn't make any mention of kids, then take this as you not bringing the kids along. In addition, please don't ask the bride or groom whether you can bring someone along. It's rude and it's inconsiderate. Do as the invitation suggests. If the bride and groom wanted you to bring someone along, they would have made that explicitly clear. So please avoid this. Please avoid bringing a +1 or bringing your children unless the invitation makes it clear that you can. Point number 9, buy a meaningful wedding gift. Everyone loves receiving gifts, but not just any thoughtless gift. It has to be one that says, I was actually thinking of you when I selected this item. And that's what wedding registries are there for. Your elegance should show through your gift to the newlyweds. It doesn't have to be the costliest item, but it has to be a thoughtful one. Oftentimes, the bride and the groom will state that monetary gifts would be highly appreciated. If this is the case, ladies, please follow this through and give money. Point number 10, forward large gifts to the couple's home. If you've chosen a gift for the couple and it's a large one, please send this directly to the house. Don't give it at the wedding venue because it draws a lot of attention to yourself. And obviously the couple have a lot of things to attend to at the wedding party, saying goodbye to guests, taking down decorations, attending to the vendors, etc. So it's not really proper to add the challenge of carting large gifts to the wedding venue. It just doesn't look right. Just keep it simple and send it to the home. Number 11, take a seat at the correct place. The wedding planners were hired for a purpose of having a smooth and hitch-free wedding. Respect them and follow their instructions. Make their work easy by complying with them. Sit where you've been assigned. Familiarize yourself with other guests and put a smile in your face, and don't put on this air of importance. look approachable, and make those around you or on the same table as you feel relaxed and welcomed. Don't appear as a loner. Look approachable and friendly. Don't disrupt the seating arrangements. Sit where you've been directed to and never try to switch the seating. Even if you happen to see yourself seated next to some talkative auntie who wouldn't just stop yapping, then hard luck. You just have to endure, ladies. If you touch the seating plan and mess around, you could mess up all the efforts that went into the seating arrangements. And of course, it's rude for you to run away from your seats because you don't approve of another guest. Just keep things orderly. Number 12, don't distract others with your mobile phone. Mobile phones can be very distracting in a public gathering, especially when your ringtone blares out during a solemn event. Switch it off or put it on silent mode. When you're at an important event such as a wedding, when you see people stepping out of the wedding hall from time to time to answer calls, that can be quite annoying and that can be quite rude. So don't be that somebody. Just keep the phone off. It's just so much easier. Number 13, keep pleasantries brief and sweet. Don't monopolize the celebrants. Other guests are also waiting for an opportunity to greet them. As much as it's important for you to congratulate the couple, try to keep the conversation as brief as possible. They're supposed to say hello to other guests too, so please give them a chance to do so. Act sophisticated, a short and sweet chat, and that's all. Ladies, let's talk about awkward encounters. Number 14. What do you do when the groom is your ex? Perhaps you got an invitation to the wedding of someone that you share history with. Please don't play the superwoman if this is the case for you. Decline the invitation unless you know that deep down you can handle the emotional trauma. It's better to be absent than to embarrass yourself publicly. So people who knew you with the groom may be throwing you speculative glances. They'll just be looking to see how you react. You can never tell. You may be overwhelmed or you may get uncomfortable and burst into tears. As an elegant lady, it's either you avoid the event completely or you keep your emotions stoically in check. It is not easy to do the latter. It's not easy to pretend as if you're absolutely fine with the situation if you're not. So if that's the case, ladies, it's absolutely okay to decline the invitation. Point number 15. Ladies, let the photographer do his or her job. As long as the couple did not hire you as their official photographer, please don't get in the way. It doesn't really look good when you keep roaming about and taking pictures like this annoying friend. That's the job of the photographer. Allow them to do their job. Also, don't upload wedding pictures to Facebook or Instagram page unless you have their permission. A lot of the time people want the official photos on social media, so please don't take it upon yourself to put photos on your social media without permission. It's rude, ladies. And who knows, they may not want their wedding publicized, so just ask just to make sure. Number 16, don't steal the show. It's the bride's big day, so you have to allow her to shine. Don't ever compete with the bride. Do not steal the spotlight of another woman's big day. Weddings are not the place to show off some impeccable dance moves or some exotic hairstyle that would make the bride dim in comparison. Be considerate and be kind. Number 17, no complaints or criticism. Nobody wants a complaining Claire. It's just not the time or the place for it. Respect the couple's choice. Even if you totally detest the music choice or the type of food that's served, just keep it to yourself. But now is not the time to be critical. It's unladylike to complain or make fun of their choices. Appreciate the effort that they've put into organizing and planning their wedding. Number 18, no photo bombing. Don't be the busybody that forces her way into every snapshot taken at the wedding party. No matter how closely related you are to the bride or the groom, wait for your turn to take a shot with the couple. Then go back honorably to your seat afterwards. Number 19, leave at the appropriate time. Take a clue from the DJ and the other guests to know when to take your leave. Don't leave too early, but leave at the right time, and please don't hang around unless you've been enlisted to help out, to assist at the end of the event. Number 20, appreciate the wedding favor. Don't look down on the quality or abandon it on the table when you're leaving. You need to apply the cliche, don't look a gift horse in the mouth here. Don't reject the wedding favor. Take it home with you, and if you don't find it useful, you can give it to somebody, but don't just leave it there like a piece of trash, because the bride and groom will spot this and it will hurt their feelings. Ladies, I very much hope you enjoyed this video and you have found these points useful. Wedding season will be upon us very soon, so please do take these points seriously and ensure that you always maintain that air of grace, class and elegance at the wedding that you are invited to. Ladies, thank you so much for watching.